Hello, everyone. Welcome to TD Board Gamers. My name is Dave,
And I'm Dirk.
and this is the second unboxing for today. This is the Hercules Hero Pack. Hercules came in with the same time as Wonder Man. We have a separate video for what was inside the Wonder Man pack, so please see that if you're curious. This
Yeah.
video is for Hercules,
And I'm excited to see this one because this one looks like a lot of fun to play. I've been waiting for this one.
Okay. Oh,
And the packaging on this is the new eco-friendly packaging, so they take less packaging material, and what they do have is recyclable like instead of cellophane, they're using paper to wrap the cards, and then the boxes just have a tab on them instead of being wrapped in plastic.
yeah.
So
Which I guess I tore the Wonder Man one apart. All right. So, yeah, so there's the cards, and then we have a poster. So we have a poster of Hercules, which I know can't quite see it all on this, but I don't want to adjust the camera.
the posters are the artwork from the cards. So.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, so we got the Hercules Hero Pack. Talks about the gift and the labor deck. We'll go over that. Alternate player and encounter card backs. And one of the new things they're doing now is instead of listing all the keywords in the descriptions now, they got a QR code for existing keywords that been in previous products that are showing up this one.
Yeah, they'll put any explanations for new ones, but existing ones, they've just got that because they figure a lot of the player base already knows them, and the ones who don't can use the QR code.
Right. But if this is the first hero pack that you got outside the core set and you want to know what these keywords are, you can hit the QR code there and it'll go into the explanation for assault, find, permanent, piercing, player side schemes, steady, temporary, and victory X.
That means they're not going away.
And Hercules comes in leadership. And then we simply have the credits and the Marvel licensing and then the list of playtesters. All right, so now we're going to switch to the other camera view and look at the cards.
Alrighty.
All right, now we're going to take a look at the cards.
I'm sitting like Hercules there.
Okay. You don't have the big trophy of wine, no. All right.
No, I don't.
So the alter ego, we got Hercules for recovery. He's Olympus traded. Hercules begins the game with a labor deck and a gift deck, and it says C insert. We're going to talk about that. And we have the new labors of Hercules and an action. If there is no labor card in play, you can reveal the top card of the labor deck.
Henceforth new. All right, and he is also Hercules on his hero side. He is an Avenger Olympus hero. He thwarts for 1, he attacks for 3, and he defends for 2. And he's got the atonement keyword. So this is as a response after a labor card is added to the victory display. So it tells us they're all going to be victory cards. Then you're going to put the top card of the gift deck into play. So that's a separate deck. We'll get to it in a minute. And you'll ready Hercules. You can flip to alter ego form, limit once per phase. So in other words, if you finish one of your labors, you get an associated gift, and you can take that option to flip down if you need to. And if you haven't already taken your flip, then you could turn around, heal or whatever, and flip back up because
get the next labor out because you can use the action on the alter ego side. Yep. And I forgot to mention he's got 14 hit points and hand size 6 in alter ego.
But he's only 4 in hero size.
Yeah, I think it's 6. Yeah,
he's 6. He's a normal one.
But he's very similar to She-Hulk and same stats as She-Hulk for that matter. All right, so first thing we've got is...
But he's a member of the 14 Club as well. So
the labor deck. So we've got the new back style so that you can distinguish it from the other.
And this is different than the than the one that we saw in, for the permanents. Remember, that one's from Wonder Man there.
Yeah.
But,
All right.
So the first one we've got here is Defeat the Hydra. So this, the first card in the labor deck, it is an attachment. It is a labor, of course, victory 0. But the attached minion gets +6 hit points and gains the elite trait. The attached minion cannot take damage except from Hercules' attacks. Whenever you reveal this, you're going to find a non-elite minion with at least 6 printed hit points on it. You'll reveal it and then heal all damage from it and attach this card to it. So that's interesting. So you reveal it and then heal the damage from it?
Because it's find, so it could be in play, engage with.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
All right.
All right. But the thing is on that one, it does have to be 6. It has to have at least 6 hit points, so they'll turn up with 12. But non-elite minions without 6 hit points,
There aren't very
they
many.
aren't a lot of them. So
Yeah.
you're going to be limited, and they're not going to be a fun one.
And by the way, they do have a solution if you
They
don't have one in your deck, which we'll get to. All right, the second labor is Embody Pathos. Victory 0, it's a labor. Attached side scheme gains assault, so that's where you use your attack stat instead of your thwart stat. Threat cannot be removed from attached scheme except by Hercules' thwarts. But like if you're playing Hercules Justice, you could use thwart events, as long as Hercules is doing it. When revealed, find an encounter side scheme that is not in play and reveal it. Treat its per player on it as 1 and attach this card to it, and you place 6 additional threat on it.
Okay. And then it looks like the last one we've got here, so there's only 3 of them. The last one is Protect Humanity. So this is an obligation. It uses 3 labor counters and has victory 0. When revealed, you're going to find Amadeus Cho and put him into play. And so that is, I think we saw he's the signature ally. But as a forced interrupt, whenever the villain would attack Hercules, choose one of your allies. The villain attacks that ally instead. After that attack resolves, if Hercules defended, remove 1 labor counter from here. So you could allow them to attack the ally if you don't want to drop this down or you need to do something else. But if you block for the ally, that is how you actually remove those and get rid of this one. You got to do it 3 times. But what I thought was interesting is I just noticed this is if you look at the artwork on the cards, I like the way they did the artwork. Has like you've got the colorful side and then you've got the black and white side. So I thought that was kind of interesting the way they did that on all the cards. I just liked it.
Yep. Then, yeah, so we now have the gift deck, and again, we have the new permanent style. And the first one we have is Nemean Lion Skin, artifact gift, permanent. Hercules gets +2 hit points and gains steady. After this card enters play, draw 4 cards. So every time you complete a labor, you're going to get a gift. It's going to give you extra hit points. It's going to give you maybe some kind of status, in this case, steady. And then you're going to draw 4 cards. Yeah. So, but you're only going to be able to get 1 done a turn. But for like 3 turns, you're going to, 3 turns out of the whole game, you're going to have an extra 4 cards drawn. So
well, no, you could actually potentially get 2 of them in 1 turn. You just can't bring, if one starts the turn out, you can clear it, you might down, bring another one, come back up, potentially do a second one, but that could be tough.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one we got here is the Shield of Perseus. So this is also an artifact gift, permanent. You get +1 hit point instead of 2, so you'll just get 1, but you gain Retaliate 1. And again, after it comes into play, you get to draw 4 cards.
Right, and then the last gift we have is the Sword of Peleus. It's an artifact gift weapon, permanent, restricted. So again, with restricted, you're allowed to have 2 restricted cards. Hercules gets +1 hit points, and his base attacks gain piercing. And as a response, after this card enters play, you get to draw the 4 cards. All right, so now we're going to get to his deck. And the first card.
All right, so the first one here is Amadeus Cho. So the signature ally, he is a genius with 2 hit points. He costs 2. He thwarts for 1. He attacks for 2. And has a force interrupt.
For 1.
Oh, attacks for 1. I'm sorry. Thwarts for 1, attacks for 1. Yeah. But whenever a minion would attack you, it attacks him instead. So this basically, oh wow, things just like to attack him. He must piss people off a lot. But as an action, you can exhaust him to draw a card.
Right.
And
of course, the 1 labor brings him out, too.
The 1 labor brings him out, and the villain's attacking him, too. So everybody's after him.
Right. All right. Then we have the Gift of Battle. We got 3 copies. It costs 3. It's attack. You get to reduce the cost to play this card by 1 for each gift card you control. Hero action attack, deal 5 damage to an enemy. So in the beginning, 3 for 5, that's like an uppercut, so the cost isn't that as efficient. I mean, it's about as efficient as the aggression card, but at some point, this card's going to be free.
And you get them all done, which definitely for free. And there's 3 of them, so you can do that 3 times.
So this kind of Hercules, at least from what I'm seeing so far, this is kind of reminding me like Ironheart, where when he starts off, he's not that great, but as the game progresses, he becomes super amazing. It's kind of like Ironheart when you build up the different versions of her suit, she becomes more and more powerful. Hercules is the same way without his stats changing. Like Ironheart's did.
Yeah, he's kind of a blend between Ironheart and Iron Man. Is kind of what he reminds me of a little.
Yeah.
All right, so then we've got 2 copies of the Son of Zeus event. This is an Olympus event. As a hero action, you can ready Hercules if you control at least 1 gift. Also, you get to ready an identity-specific upgrade that you control. If you have 2 gifts, you can also gain a tough status card. And if you have all of your gifts out, you also get to draw a card as well. So
yeah, so
that's nice.
Again, when you have all 3 gifts, that card's going to be
definitely looks like it's going to pay off to get those gifts done.
All right, then we have the Wisdom of Athena. It's a 3-cost event. Reduce the cost to play this by 1 for each gift you control. Hero action, thwart, remove 4 threat from a scheme. So again, it's kind of the same thing. Removing 4 threat for a cost of 3 is pretty bad, especially for a hero card. If you get 1 event done, now you're 2 for 4, so you're kind of like for justice at that stage. Yeah. But if you can get it down to
for justice without the restriction on the resource type.
Yeah. And then if you get it down to 0 and remove 4 threat, that's just removing.
That's phenomenal.
That's removing a free 4 threat. So
yeah, there's 2 copies of that.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So next we've got Olympus here. So this is 0-cost location support, and you can, as a resource action, you can exhaust it to generate a wild resource for each gift card that you control. Just more reasons to do.
That's amazing because you'll have
that's 3 resources.
Yeah,
for free.
3 resources a turn once you've got all your gifts out. All right, now let's check out.
There's no restriction on how you can play that either.
It's cost 0.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's no restriction. You can use it for anything.
You can use it for anything. Yeah,
that's nice.
All right, so now we're looking at the upgrades because that 1 card gave us, how we can ready upgrades. So let's see what we got here. First, we got the Gauntlets of Hercules, 0-cost upgrade, Armor Olympus. When Hercules defends against an attack, you can exhaust the Gauntlet of Hercules. Hercules gains Retaliate 1 for that attack for each gift card you control. So you can get up to 3 Retaliate, and one of the gifts gave you a Retaliate as well, so you could actually have a 4 Retaliate.
Yeah, you do actually have to defend against the attack, though. You can't just take it and automatically get it.
Right, and the extra 3 is only once because you do have to exhaust the gauntlets, but that's pretty fun.
All right, then we've got the Golden Mace. So this is an Olympus weapon. This one's also restricted. So in other words, if you've got your gift out, if you've got the sword already, so the sword and the mace will take up your 2 restricted if you don't have another way to expand those. But as a hero interrupt, whenever Hercules makes a basic attack, you can exhaust these and get +1 to the attack for each gift that you control, and it gains overkill.
So. Right. So now this is really important with the Son of Zeus, I think it was, because this giving you an extra +3 attack if you have all your gifts out, and then you could turn around and if you readied yourself and then ready the mace, now you're getting a second attack with the +3 attack. So that's pretty cool.
All right. Then we've got Hercules helm. What a wonderful picture that is.
I hate that image. That's so goofy.
Yeah, it doesn't quite fit what you think of Hercules. But so this is straight out of the comics, though. But it is a 0-cost upgrade. It is Olympus armor. And as a hero interrupt, whenever the villain attacks, you can exhaust the helm to reduce the amount of damage this attack deals by 1. Oh, wow. I kind of expected it to be by 1 for a gift or something, but no, it's just by 1. Okay. Well, I guess it's a helmet. It's not actual full-on armor.
All right, then we have 2 copies of the Lion of Olympus. This is a temporary card, so you discard it at the end of the round. Your hero gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 defense. So this is similar to Doctor Strange's magical enhancements, where you got the +1 to all 3 stats. But it is, but instead of it being an event, it's an upgrade.
So. Yeah, and it's till the end of the round, though. So
right. So you have the defense for the
there's villains. 2 of them, so you could wait to get both of them out, pop them both off, and then if you also happen to have a copy of 2 of Son of Zeus, you get extra attacks as well.
No, it stays for the round.
Right.
So you don't need the Son of Zeus for this card.
Oh, no, but you can't save it. It goes away at the end of the round, whether you use it or not. Okay, I see. Yep. Okay. I got it now. All right, then we have the Prince of Power. So this is a title upgrade. And as a hero response, after Hercules attacks and defeats an enemy, you can exhaust the prince to heal 1 damage from Hercules for each point of excess damage dealt to the enemy by this attack.
All right. Hercules came in leadership. So we've got Death Cry here. She costs 3, 1 thwart, 3 attack with 2 consequential, 4 hit points. She's an Avenger. Hero run-up, when Deathcry makes a basic attack, deal your hero 1 damage, and the Deathcry takes -1 consequential damage for this attack. So you can have her only take 1 if you're willing to take a point of damage.
All right, then we've got Namora. So this is a 4-cost Agents of Atlantis, or Agents of Atlas and Atlantis. Traded, has 4 hit points, and gets +1 hit point for each other ally you control. That's actually kind of cool. She thwarts for 2, attacks for 2, and she does take 2 consequential when she thwarts.
Okay. Then we got Thor. He costs 4. 3 thwart, 3 attack with 2 consequential, 4 hit points. Asgard Avenger, force response. After Thor makes a basic thwart, you can discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play engaged with you.
Okay.
Now we got a reprint.
All right, so we've got teamwork here. We've got 3 copies of this. It's a 0-cost event tactic. Whenever you use your basic thwart power or basic attack power, you can exhaust an ally you control and add that ally's matching power to your hero's power for this use.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think teamwork was out of the current format, so this would bring it back in.
Yep.
And now this is another reprint, but we got some new art. Call for backup.
Oh my god, I love the artwork.
1 cost side scheme, 3 threat per player, victory 0. Each player may search their deck and discard pile for an ally and put it into play. So the original call for backup showed up in the next evolution wave. I think it was in Cable's deck. So that was out of the current format. Now with this coming back into play, call for backup would be in the current rotation.
All right, then we've got Recruitment Drive, 3 copies of this. It's a 3-cost support. You do have to be in alter ego form to play it, but you can discard this as an action and choose a player. Reduce the resource cost of the next ally that player plays this phase to 0. Oh, I like that. So it's not by any certain amount. It's you just take it to 0. So
yeah,
this is some of these like 5-cost allies.
There's some 6
you can get for free.
Yeah, there's some 6 costs in the game too. All right, then we have Avenge Me. It's a 0-cost upgrade. Avenger, play only if your identity has the Avenger trait. Attached to an ally, max 1 per ally. Interrupt. When an attached ally is defeated, you get to draw 2 cards.
I think I might have a new favorite card out of this set so far, out of his deck.
Yeah, but it only works with Avengers.
All right, then we got Gilgamesh. So Gilgamesh is a 3-cost Eternal ally with 6 hit points. Thwarts for 2, attacks for 2, takes double consequential on both. But as an additional cost to play this card, if you do not have the Eternal trait, confuse your identity. And so far, we have not seen any of the heroes that have the Eternal trait.
Yeah, so I don't know if that means an Eternal wave is coming someday in the future, but
either that or maybe they'll do like just an off hero out of the set.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Honorary Eternal, I don't think we'll ever see.
Yeah, well, I don't think we'll ever see that.
All right, then we got a team up card, Ancient Rivalry, 1-cost event, Asgard Olympus, team up Hercules and Thor, max 1 per deck. Hero action, search your discard pile for an identity specific upgrade and add it to your hand, and then ready Hercules and Thor. And so in this deck, we saw there was the Thor leadership ally. We also have a Thor aggression ally. So we've got a couple Thors. And then, or if you team up with the Thor hero, this would work as well.
What's interesting is I don't remember any other deck to where somebody has a team up card and does not have one for their signature ally. I think everybody else that has a team up card either does not have a signature ally or it's for their signature ally. Is that? I think that's the case.
I don't know.
So that was interesting.
All right. Next card.
All right, then we've got Limited Stamina. So I mentioned earlier he's in the 14 club. So this is where it matters. It's a 1-cost superpower event. So you can use Death Focus to play for it. But you can play it only if you have at least 14 printed hit points. And you can use this event to ready your hero. So
yeah. And again, this card showed up before. It showed up in the Spider Hero Pack, but that's out of print now on the current run. So, now this.
Oh, it didn't go up until Spider?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it. I don't remember it being that late in the game.
Yeah, she generated the 14 plus club. All right. So now we have a side scheme here, another basic player side scheme. Evaluate threat, cost 1, victory 0. Play only if your identity has the Avenger or Shield trait. When defeated, Each player may search their deck and discard pile for an Avenger or Shield card and add it to their hand. And then you shuffle, and then you reduce the cost to play each of those cards by 2 until the end of the phase. So yeah, so that's the way to get, especially a multiplayer, someone getting Nick, someone's getting Maria, and so Maria would be free, but but then you can get Nick for a cost of 2. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so if you're playing multiplayer, it's best to try to get the first player to finish this one so everybody can still use the card that you went after.
Yeah. All right, then we've got the Civil War art.
All right, is he going to get all 3 of them? Yeah, he gets all 3.
Energy, Genius, and
yeah, it was interesting. We did Wonder Man already, and Wonder Man only came with the energy.
Right.
So we're back to getting all 3 of them.
Yeah, but see that video for more details. All right, and then this is another card we saw in Wonder Man.
All right, so it's the Avenger compound. So this is a 0-cost Avenger location support. You do have to be an Avenger to play it, max 1 per deck. But you can exhaust the compound as an action. You can choose to either tuck an ally from your hand here if there is not one, or you play an ally tucked here if they're as if it were in your hand. So you can either tuck an ally or play one that's already there. You cannot put one under and replace one.
Right, and it's not unique. So
everybody can have one. It's an Avenger.
Yeah, so if we're playing a 2-player game with Wonder Man and Hercules, we each could have an Avenger compound in our deck.
Or if you happen to throw an honorary Avenger on the other player, then they can still use it.
All right. Then we have a Helicarrier, which we saw in, this is a reprint from the core game, but it's a 3-cost support, location shield, max 1 per player, action, exhaust Helicarrier, choose a player, reduce the resource cost of the next card that player plays this phase by 1. And another reprint.
All right, then we have the Quinn Carrier. Love this one. It's a 3-cost Avenger vehicle support. You do have to be an Avenger to play it, but you can exhaust it as a resource action to generate a wild.
And again, so now the Quinn Carrier will be back in the current environment.
Yes.
Because it originally showed up in Black Widow and a couple other heroes that are not in the current environment. So, all right, then
it showed up in
Black Widow. Black Widow was the first one.
Oh, that's right. She's an Avenger. Okay.
Yep. All right. So his obligation is appeal to Athena, give to the Hercules player. When counting gift cards you control, you're considered to control none.
Oh, ouch. That means those cards cost again.
Yeah, but the alter ego action, you can exhaust Hercules or spend 2 mental to remove this obligation from the game. So you only have to appeal to Athena once.
Now, I do like the fact that they give you 2 different options to do the same thing. So they changed them up a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Then his nemesis.
All right. So his nemesis is Ares. He is an elite Olympus with 5 hit points. His scheme is 0. He attacks for 3. He does have retaliate 1. But as a force response, after he schemes, you deal yourself a face down encounter card. So he's not going to add any scheme, but he is going to give you an encounter. So he can make it a little more difficult there.
All right. Then we have another minion. We have the Lernaриan Hydra. 0 scheme, 2 attack, 6 cost, creature Hydra. Force response, after a character you control attacks and damages Lernaриan Hydra, choose to spend to spend an energy strength or heals 2, and this would qualify for that labor.
Yeah, and notice it is defeat the Hydra, so it's almost like it's custom made for this.
They made that. Yeah, made. So this would, if you do not have a 6 health minion in the counter deck, you can.
Now you have one.
You could bring the Lernaриan Hydra.
Or if you really wanted to, you could bring him out anyways, but if I have one already in the deck, I think I'm going to leave that one.
Depends on what its powers are.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, then we have Olympic Feud. So this is a side scheme that starts with 2 thwart. Whenever it's revealed, you're going to place an additional threat here for each Olympus card in play. And all of his attachments, except for the gifts, are Olympic traded. So that could be quite a few, but it has a hazard icon on it as well.
It starts the 2 threat.
I said that.
All right, then we have Ares Axe. It's a weapon attached to Ares, otherwise attached to the villain. Force response, after attached enemy attacks. If no friendly character took damage from this attack, you discard this card, and it gives +2 attack. So this is where you want to make sure you have somebody with tough take the hit so that you can get rid of the axe.
But if it's on Ares, he's already got a 3, so now he's got 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could hurt. All right, then we've got the God of War. So this treachery, whenever it's revealed, each minion attacks the player it is engaged with, even if that player is in alter ego form. So yeah, you got to be careful if these are in the game. If no minion activates this way, you're going to discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded and reveal that minion. Yeah. So you don't put it into play, you reveal it, so it's going to get any comes into play powers it's got, including Quick Strike.
I don't know if we're going to have a lot of Tigra Hercules team-ups. That would be a little rough on Tigra.
Yeah, it could be.
All right, then we have the stop card, of course. Every card that we showed is part of the Hercules pre-built deck.
Which, if you ever want to rebuild it, flip back to the back side of that.
You got that deck. Rebuild the deck. Okay. So we have a second copy of Ancient Rivalry, 1 cost event. Asgard Olympus, team up, Hercules and Thor, max 1 per deck. Hero action, search your discard pile for an identity-specific upgrade and add it to your hand. Ready, Hercules and Thor. So if you're doing this is to add to the Thor hero.
All right, then we've got all versus all. So this is a side scheme that starts with 2 threat. It also has hinder 2, so 2 per player. But as a force response, after a character is defeated, you're going to place 2 threat on this scheme. And when it's defeated, you're going to set it aside. And it has a hazard icon on it. Oh, no, set all versus all aside. Why do you set it aside? Something's got to bring it out.
Yep.
Okay.
But this is an encounter set. So what's interesting is Hercules came with an encounter set, but Wonder Man did not.
That is true.
So this is the only back-a-pack encounter set that we got in the Civil War wave. Everything else, but we got a lot of encounter sets.
But I love all the extra encounters.
So. Yeah, so that's fun that we got another encounter set. All right, so then we have Hecate, 2 scheme, 0 attack, 4 hit points. She's Olympus traded. When revealed or defeated, defeated, I guess I should say, find the all versus all side scheme and reveal it. So Dirk was wondering why you set it aside. Now you know. Force response, after she activates, place 2 threat on the all versus all side scheme.
All right, then we've got Kyknos. So he is a brute Olympus ally or minion with 7 hit points. He schemes for 0, attacks for 3. He does have retaliate and toughness, and he also has victory. So once you defeat him, he's gone. But as a force response, after he activates, you're going to place 2 threat on the all versus all side scheme. Otherwise, you're going to place 1 threat on the main scheme. So if all versus all isn't out, then you'll do 1 on the main. But yeah.
Okay. Then we have a bewitching officer. It's 1 scheme, 3 attack, 5 hit points. Aerial, dragon, enthralled, retaliate 1. Bewitching officer attacks, gain, piercing, and range.
Keyword. It's like he's a cop. Oh, he is a cop, I guess. Bewitching officer. Okay. Pull over. All right. Then we have the roving mobs side scheme. So this starts with 3 threat. It's victory 0. But when defeated, you're going to find the all versus all side scheme and reveal it. And this has a, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, dang it. Yes. Crisis icon. It has a crisis icon on it.
Darn it, you remembered.
I was like, it starts with a C. What word is it? It's crisis. But that is interesting. I do like everything brings that, either brings it out or wants it out, except for the officer. That's kind of cool, though. I like that.
All right. So, yeah. So that's pretty fun. We got a new encounter set and 2 new heroes to play. So we're going to be doing a video with, we'll do trying out these decks, where I'll play as Wonder Man and Dirk will play as Hercules, and then we'll do one where we switch. And then we'll, of course, get to doing some videos where we are building our own decks. But when we get new products, it's always a great time because we got all sorts of content to play with. So
new fun stuff.
Fun stuff. So, all right. Anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.
And if you want to see more content by us, go ahead and hit that notification bell down there, and you'll get alerts whenever we post new videos. All right. See you.